Welcome to Deb's Digest. Today we're going to make oatmeal. Actually, not oatmeal. We're going to make granola. I even wrote it down wrong on the sheet here. Where's my pen? Just to clarify, we're making granola. All right. Yesterday we made nut milk to go with the granola, and I'm going to show you these sheets, information sheets, these high-tech information sheets to show you the recipe and what the granola contains as far as what it doesn't contain as far as allergens are concerned. I'm going to let you look at this for a moment just so that you can look it over, see what's inside. If you want to keep the recipe, you can pause the video, write it down, or you could do a print screen and save it as a JPG in a folder on your hard drive, or pause the video and do a screen save from your camera. Would that work? Let me think that through. Maybe that would work. I think it might work. Okay, so I'll just give you a few moments here. Okay, hopefully that's enough time. Okay, this granola is my favorite. I eat it every day for breakfast and sometimes for dinner. This is a heart-healthy, pretty much allergen-free granola. It's gluten-free, and you see the little asterisk there that leads to the bottom of the sheet. It's only gluten-free if using certified gluten-free oats. And I put the website where I buy my oats, and I'll give you some more information on how I take care of that, from bobsredmill.com. You can pick his brand of oats up at almost any grocery store, and you can get certified gluten-free oats pretty much on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. And there are other brands at the grocery store too. They're becoming more available. Casein-free is really important for a lot of celiacs. Those who are allergic to gluten may also be allergic to casein. Dairy-free for people who have lactose allergies. Sucrose and fructose-free. This is really important for healthy heart patients. For patients that want a healthy heart. I'll go into the science on another video, and probably have covered it in my husband's Reversing His Heart Disease videos. Low fat with, now disclaimer, I said only omega-3 fats from chia seeds. Actually, omega-6s might be in the chia seeds too, I'm not sure. But chia seeds are heavy on the omega-3s, which makes them a healthy fat. Cholesterol-free and nut-free. Incidentally, I add nuts to my granola when I'm finished. I don't bake them in with the granola because cooking them turns them into trans fats, which are not healthy, which are oxidized and cause more trouble for your arteries. Okay, now with all of that information, let's get on with the granola making here. I just handed the camera over to my camera guy. Now we'll talk about the oatmeal. You see it, I have it in a jar. You see I have an oxygen absorber in there. I ordered 25 pounds of Bob's Red Mill certified gluten-free oatmeal because it's half of the price if I do it this way than buying it in the grocery store. put the recipe there so I don't forget. Okay, so first of all, we're going to preheat the oven. Can you get that? To 400 degrees. Okay. Pour all of the dry ingredients in the bowl. So we'll start with the oatmeal, about 4 cups. And like I said, I buy a 25-pound bag, and then I just put oatmeal in these quart jars. And I get these oxygen absorbers at Amazon and stick them in there. Keeps the oatmeal from going rancid. All right. This is the nut milk I made yesterday, so if you'd like to learn how to make that, it would be 2 videos prior to this one. And you can buy nut milk at the store. I don't anymore because I'm allergic to carrageenan, and I found out. With the homemade nut milk, the fat tends to sink to the bottom, the fat and the fibers tends to sink to the bottom, and the water floats to the top. So I'm going to shake this up. I'm not going to put this in yet though. Okay, because we're doing dry ingredients first. So 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. I didn't measure it exactly, that's okay. I hardly ever measure exactly. 1.5 tablespoons of stevia, I think. I'm going to stick to 1 tablespoon. I'll add more later if I need it to be sweeter. And 1/3 teaspoon of salt. Add those together. And then 1 to 2 cups of milk. And that's really just, oh, let's put the raisins in first. I didn't put this on the recipe because I don't always make it with raisins. And raisins aren't necessarily healthy for people that have diabetes or heart disease. They might raise your blood sugar up if you're dealing with that. And this is Florida. If you don't put things in plastic containers here, they get ants. That's a bad box. So, let me get a new box out. Of course, I would add more protein. This one is ant-free. So I'm putting in 1.5 boxes. 1's not enough. 2's too many. If I buy raisins in bulk, I'll definitely put too many. So that just helps me to know to keep myself under control because I love raisins. Yeah, my camera guy doesn't like them though. All right. So about a minute, I'm going to measure this for you. I don't have a liquid measuring cup, but approximately a cup of milk. And stir it while you're pouring it in. When it starts to clump together and there's no dry pieces of oatmeal still floating around, then you know you have enough in there. If you put too much in, it will be okay. You just have to cook it longer, and it will end up being more like a cookie instead of granola. And that's just about right. So it looks like a cup is just about right, at least for this batch that I'm making. And then you just put it on a baking pan with some parchment paper. I'm reusing a piece of parchment paper, otherwise I'd have the pan fully lined. This was parchment paper I used yesterday for another batch of this, a smaller batch. And I'm spreading it out thin so it'll bake all the way through. Now I can give you some interesting facts about oatmeal. The reason why we don't want regular oatmeal if you have celiac disease or you have wheat intolerance is because oatmeal's often rotated or grown next to wheat. And yes, I have reacted to regular oatmeal before. So better safe than sorry. I just stick with the certified gluten-free. Oatmeal, just separate from other grains that I'm aware of, oatmeal is very healthy for the epithelial cells because it has a substance in it. I can't remember the name of it. I have to look it up. It has a substance in it, a phytochemical that actually reduces inflammation. So even though grains can be inflammatory generally, oatmeal tends to be more inflammatory. If you chew the oatmeal till it's nice and liquidy in your mouth, the amylase enzyme in your mouth will turn the oatmeal will bring out some chemicals and take it down into your digestive system called nitric oxide. And nitric oxide softens your arteries. So that's why oatmeal is advocated by Dr. Esselstyn, Dr. McDougall, Dr. Ornish, Dr. Barnard, and other low-fat plant-based doctors or whole food plant-based doctors who advocate oatmeal, eating oatmeal for healthy heart, and also the general medical establishment recognizes oatmeal as a cholesterol lowering food. So those are some tidbits that I know about oatmeal, and that's it. Now we're ready to put this in the oven, and I will bake it for about 20 minutes. It'll start to be like a golden brown around the edges, and then I'll take a spoon or a spatula, turn it over, and then let it brown on the other side for about 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to say farewell here. Thank you for watching. I'm going to have my camera guy put the camera on the recipe for a few more seconds while I put the oatmeal in the oven. And I hope you have a great day. Okay, we're going to take this and just put it on the recipe like that for just a few more seconds, okay?